Yes, I think this would be the place to find a wyvern. And room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
Think we have enough bait to draw one in?
More than enough. Careful, though, with this much bait, we might have our hands full. But it'd sure be fun.
I'm not here to impress anyone. Let's bring in something manageable. What?
Nothing. All right, let's see what we have. Plop that down for starters. Actually, that should do it. Let's see if it's feeding time.
We're ready for you. We're ready for you, ugly.
This is going badly.
I only have a little left.
We're ready for you.
Go down!
Things spit poison. I only have a little left. Do you think they're tired? Mama, don't worry. Do you think they're tired? I'm tiring.
We're ready.
Be careful. These things spit poison. I only have a little left.
it isn't the Ferelden turnip. They say you are a champion of some backwater city in the east. Quite an achievement, I'm sure. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
You had your chance, Orlesian, and you failed.
You dare talk to me in such a fashion?
You do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope?
More insolence! From a knife ear this time! I can't take no more of this. Kill them all! We can't say the wyvern was too much for them.
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper! This blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill!
Now, is that any way to speak of the champion of Kirkwall, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place! Your mother would be ashamed!
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies. Arlange has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
Something on your mind?
Just let him go. He's not worth your time, Hawk.
My word, such mercy.
He can't be more than he is, that's all. You've bested him.
I've no interest in more bloodshed.
You hear that, Arlange? It behooves you to leave while you still can.
Fine. I will go.
Congratulations on finding the Wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
You let him go? That was... very merciful.
Hawk, nice to everybody. Well, not bandits and skeletons and things, but everyone else.
We should go to the chateau. Time to practice your table conversation. Right. Done with the wyverns and various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you. I had a quick look around. There's one door into the castle that isn't under heavy guard.
Here we go again.
I can't get it open. And believe me, I tried. Bent a nice set of lockpicks in that stupid door. One of the Duke's guardsmen must have the key. They wouldn't just lock themselves out of the castle. I hope.
I don't think we want to go digging through a guard's pockets in front of the Duke's guests.
I agree. We need to handle this quietly.
Let's split up. We don't want the Duke to think we're laying siege to his party.
Tallis and I will look for the key. In the meantime, scout out the castle for another way in.
Let's see what we can find out. Come on.
Your Grace, this is the event of the season.
You have truly outdone yourself this time, Prosper.
Ah, at last our mighty heroine. The champion of Kirkwall has the honor of first kill this day. To hunt the wyvern on its own ground is to tempt fate. A terrible risk. But the prize. I present to you this belt crafted of fine wyvern skin. Wear it well and accept the accolades you're due.
Thank you, Duke Prosper. I'm proud to be here.
Your humility, my dear Hawk, does you great credit. Do not mind Leopold. My pet is always so temperamental before dinner.
I don't suppose Leopold knows how to fetch or play dead.
Alas, he seems to think it's our duty to amuse him. My friends, I officially welcome you all to Chateau Hain. Enjoy a taste of Orlesian hospitality.
I need another glass of wine.
Stand back.
The hunt was spectacular, was it not?
My. I never thought you'd actually attend, champion.
Honestly, I didn't plan on it either, but here I am.
I'm glad you came. Otherwise I'd be talking to the Delanceys. All the soap in Thados couldn't make me clean after that. What do you think of the party so far?
Recommendations for people I should shut up?
The gentleman over there is Bantegan of Ferelden, younger brother of the Earl of Redcliffe. And of course, there's Lord Cyril, Duke Prosper's son.
Who are the worst in the crowd?
Do you see the two young ladies over there? That's Babette and Fifi de Lancey, daughters of the Comte de Lancey. Don't make eye contact. You'll thank me later.
I get the feeling that everyone here is a moment away from tearing each other apart.
Don't get between the Comtesse de Lancey and the wine, or we will certainly see bloodshed.
We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Of course. We'll speak later, Lady Elegant.
Is that the We're running out of monster
Sister Nightingale?
Champion, it is good to see you again under less dire circumstances. Tallis?
Leliana, it's so lovely to see you again.
You look stunning this evening. Your hair is darling. Did you do it yourself?
I get the distinct impression you've met before.
Oh, briefly. A long time ago.
You meet all sorts of people in Orlais. It keeps life exciting.
I get the feeling there's some trouble here.
No, no trouble at all.
Everything is fine, Hawk. Why would you think otherwise? We shouldn't take up more of your time, Leliana. I'm sure you have things that need attention. Right now.
Whatever you do, don't try that cheese from the Underfells.
That doesn't look like a real gold sovereign.
It's not. It's a caprice. Mother used to have a set of them when I was a child. You collect them from everyone you know, then cast them in the fountain and make a wish. It's an Orlesian high society game.
From the looks of this crowd, I guess nobody is in a wishing sort of mood. I see several men who might be...
Can I help you?
I just tried one of the canapes and it was raw in the middle. Someone must alert the kitchen.
I don't wish to speak ill of anyone, but they were also over-seasoned. I pray no one else has tasted one, or the scandal.
Nutmeg. It ruins even the best cook.
There's no need for such drama. Come with me. I will see what I can do.
Leave them to me. A few moments alone, and I can get us the key to the chateau.
My, what a big sword you have. Do they give those to all the chevaliers? So impressive.
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
We'll go out there and mingle until we find a way in. Or get so full of caviar and wine we fall asleep.
Right. Nothing to worry about. This can still work. So let's find the servant. How many could there be?
Well, he is Orlesian.
I'm trying to stay positive.
Champion, what a surprise. Seneschal, dear, introduce me to your delicious friend.
Serendipity. This is Sarah Hawke.
Awkward. So, can we talk about something else now?
It's been delightful meeting both of you.
Don't be a stranger.
Sometimes I wonder if we're at
Whatever
war
you
with
do,
ourselves.
don't try that cheese from the Underfells.
Wherever I can get.
Mother used to love these coins. She never got to bring hers to the fountain.
Why not?
You don't get...
You are Hawke, are you not? I heard about your mother. You and your uncle have my deepest condolences.
Were you a friend of hers?
I knew Leandra many years ago, before she left Kirkwall.
I don't think I got your name.
Dulcie de Lancey? My husband is the Comte de Lancey. These are my daughters, Babette and Fifi. Charmed.
What a delight.
That's very kind.
Enjoy the celebration, Messer Hawke. The Duke is famed for his hospitality. Always delighted to see you, champion.
Another caprice. How many of these are there, I wonder?
My word, has anyone ever told you you're the spitting image of the champion of Kirkwall?
My name's Hawke. I didn't get your name, sir.
Maker's breath, now I feel like an idiot. I should have realized. I'm Ban Tegan Gerin.
Who is this woman, Tegan?
I beg your pardon. Isolde, this is the champion of Kirkwall. Hawke, allow me to present our lesser Isolde.
Tegan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulcie de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Messer Hawke. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers. Yes, Isolde, I'll tell him the story about the undead.
Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
Put what you found to good use. I discovered...
An excellent party.
Hawk, do you even know why you're picking these coins up? Well, let's find this servant. How hard could it be? Pardon me, Sir Guard, but could we have a moment of your time?
Anything for the Duke's honored guests.
I simply must meet the person responsible for those azaleas. They are the finest shrubberies I've ever beheld.
We are the most avid members of the Kirkwall Horticultural Society. I never thought I would live to see the day that anything would surpass the Viscount's juniper.
This may be the greatest day of our lives. You must introduce us.
I can see this is a matter of utmost importance, but I'm afraid I do not have the power to help you. Enjoy the party.
Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
You did well, Sirrah. Perhaps there is a hunter in
Yes, Isolde, I'll tell him the story
Please,
about the
stop making
undead.
such a fuss.
You know, I really like those shoes.
Sirrah.
Always delighted to see you, champion.
Is something the matter?
I've come a long way to visit the legendary Chateau Hain. I'd be devastated to leave without seeing inside.
I've heard the music room is the envy of Orlais.
And the ballroom is the single greatest example of flooring in Thedas.
I'll die if I don't view those treasures with my own eyes.
My apologies, but I couldn't let you in, even if I wished to. Please return to the other guests.
Be careful in this company. There are worse things than death, you know. Like talking to Fifi de Lancey.
You did well, Sirrah. Perhaps there is a hunter in you after all.
Be careful in this company, Hawk.
Stand
I think it will be quite the interesting evening, don't you?
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked ham from the Androfels. They say it tastes of despair.
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime, This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Thank you, miss. None for me at the moment.
Nobody has wanted anything. Olive duty is the worst job. I must have offended the cook.
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish in all its glory.
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
I promise we won't tell a soul. Just a quick look.
I suppose I could get you a very quick look. The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out. Very well. Follow me.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on it.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible. Have you got the key?
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Don't beat yourself up about this, Chalice. We'll find a way in.
I hope so. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son, Lord Cyril. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass it on to his father. So, Lord Cyril.
Excellent. Join us, champion. We were just discussing your famous confrontation with the Kunari leader.
You must tell us the tale. It was the talk of Denerim for months.
You have never been to Chateau N, yes? Please, allow me to give you this caprice. It's an old custom. My mother spoke often of Leandra. They were great friends when they were young. It's a shame neither could be here.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawk?
Tallis here has been asking such fascinating questions about the garden, but I can't answer them.
I suppose I can do my duty for the family and show her around.
No, I don't have the cheese tray. You're mistaking me for... I was hoping we could just... Fine, I'll put that in the trash.
That Wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type?
Maybe he just doesn't like elves. Or... women. Well, you've got one of those factors covered. He has the key. Go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawk. Go on.
I guess it wouldn't hurt for me to go talk to him.
Please, please try. I think he likes you. So good luck with that.
Thanks.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
I thought you might be a man of refined tastes.
I have a great appreciation for beauty.
I just was wondering with these. Why don't we talk again after the party?
You have it! Tell me you have it.
I have it.
Good, then we can find the... jewel and get this over with.
You don't sound that excited.
It's simply been a long time coming. That's all.
This jewel is that important to you?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
So soon? I heard they were just about to bring out the candied nug. I want to see that.
Let me ruin it for you. It tastes like forgotten aspirations.
Oh, you have crushed all my hopes and dreams.
Let's find that door and get inside.
Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
All set.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us. You could have walked away.
Is something wrong?
I didn't want to kill him.
I've seen you kill several men.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly. Alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Let's do it quietly. We shouldn't get into fights if we don't have to.
I'm glad you agree. Let's go. This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Try not to be seen.
Did you hear about the Duke's meeting with the Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
Can't speak now. I have too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see her wither and go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
I think Leopold's going to be an unhappy wyvern after that.
Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough.
You know, if you turn your head, the crest on that pennant looks like 2 ducks and a goat jumping out of a barrel.
Done! Here, let's move.
"10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story." Damn blackouts. Keeping me off patrol.
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
Is someone there?
What does Babette want now?
Her tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Here, let's move. You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman.
Not going to happen.
Chevalier standards. Carver adores this rubbish.
No harm done. No harm done. No harm done. Are you trying to get caught on purpose?
What was that?
Cursed rats. Damn blackouts. Keep me off patrol.
An honest stand would serve with more distinction than you, maggots. This may be a garden party, but will not be sipping fruity drinks and mingling. This is war. These heartless slaves to fashion would wear your skin as a cravat if they could. Never forget that. Every one of you will be prepared for battle. Do not relax for an instant.
That should do it.
Set. You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
Careful.
What's the matter?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's simply find the jewel and be done with this. But careful. Let's get to the vault as quickly as possible.
I must be hearing things.
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
I must be hearing things. What was that?
No harm done.
Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough. What was that? I must be hearing things. What was that scrabbling noise? Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough. Didn't see anything. Bugger Prosper's vault if someone got past. What was that? In the chateau!
No harm done.
Cursed rats.
Try to be more careful.
Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough. What was that scrabbling noise? Is someone there? What was that?
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
"10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story. I must be hearing things. Thieves in the chateau!
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
What was that? What was that scrabbling noise? Cursed rats. Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough. "10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story. Hearing things. Didn't see anything.
Done.
Bugger Prosper's.
Try not to be seen. This is it.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
something wrong?
I don't know. Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
Yes, this qualifies as wrong.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I knew it.
You did?
You've been acting strangely ever since we arrived.
Clever girl. Have you also deduced that your elven friend is Kunari?
You're Kunari?
It's complicated.
That's what I get for trusting so quickly.
Look, I came to stop the heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Ase hasatra mas.
Mas avas trasokolon. Take them away.
The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
You're angry, aren't you? Look on the bright side. The Duke didn't have us killed. That's gotta be worth something, right? Unless he has something worse planned.
Why wait for the Duke? I can end this now.
I don't suppose you'd let me take my chances.
Give you an option to make up your own mind? Who does that?
Touché.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So you came here to stop this Salit from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Kunari?
Not every Kunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Kunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Kun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Kunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrath remind us of our common goal.
You make them seem almost peaceful.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrath.
I am. Or, I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Kunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you, given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You sound like you actually believe that.
I do. Nobody is controlling my mind. I'm not insane. Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lot? Perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's not easy to understand. After what the Arishok did, I hardly blame you. But just tell me, can you honestly say there's nothing to improve? Nothing to strive for? We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
I don't disagree.
It's who I am. I joined the Ben Hasras because I felt it meant something. Means something.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really prison cell conversation.
I assume you have some sort of plan?
I always have a plan.
A good one?
Oh, ye of little faith. The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
We didn't come here alone, remember?
A shame we didn't have time like this back in Kirkwall. Back then.
If we have to be lost somewhere, at least it's a nice hallway. Very well built. Not at all likely to collapse.
Right. Well, let's get to it. My sister will be missing you.
I'm glad you think so. That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
Marvinan! Thank the creators, how did you escape? Was it exciting? Did you shank someone?
Let's just get out of here.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
Here, we found your equipment.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
Oh, cave.